Okay, cheap ass low effort intro, here we go! I am Ninja. My parents are the heaven and the earth. My home is my body. My power is loyalty. My magic is training. My life and my death is breathing. My body is control. My eyes are the sun and the moon. My ears are sensitivity. My laws are self-protection. My strength is adaptability. My ambition is taking every opportunity with fullness. My friend is my mind. My enemy is carelessness. My protection is right action. My weapons are everything that exists. My strategy is one foot in front of the other. My trust is in Kwon. My way is the way of the tiger. Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and it's time for some more of The Way of the Tiger. Now, before resuming where we left off, some of you may be thinking, hey Raph, this isn't section 304, well this isn't section 418, this is section 304, and you'd be right. Because you know how I went through the whole last episode going, ow, 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 I'm really badly hurt. Yeah. This paragraph here. I completely ignored this, didn't I? He pulls a bag of herbs from a crack in the rock. These have healing virtue, he says. You take them and may use them at any time when you are not being attacked to restore up to 8 endurance. Right. I went back and I checked the video from episode 3 in case I'd taken the healing herbs immediately. I hadn't. I checked a little earlier in the episode to see what my health was at the end of the... after the encounter with the Rock Hulk. And I had the same amount as I started episode 4 with. So, in other words, I can have 8 health back right now, and I probably should. That takes me from 2 straight up to 10 health again. And you'll notice that I've not erased the 5 because that 8-point injury has not been fully healed. So I'm going back up again. So if I can get that over a 13, I'll then be removing the 5, you know. If I get to like a 17, I'll remove that 13, I'll go there, you know. But yeah, that's a lot more health, so I can be a lot more confident now, and I can go back to section 418. I should possibly study this map of the castle, and also I should pay a lot more attention to the detail here. So, before diving back into the adventure at this point, I do want to say there is a distinct chance that this could be the final episode of this book, and if so, hey, that's great. Now, when I do finish book 1 of The Way of the Tiger, I will take a short break before launching into book 2, during which I will actually be recording House of Hell
from a Fighting Fantasy Classics line. A viewer requested House of Hell, I think a month or two ago now, and I will be recording that soon, I promise. I wanted to hold off until I'd finished Way of the Tiger first, and it took a little bit longer than I initially thought. I also need to get back into Darkest Dungeon, Eratus, Urtuk. I've actually been playing quite a bit of Urtuk recently, and I've come to a better understanding of how the game plays, and unfortunately my current playthrough after the recent patch has been going really well, and I wish I'd been recording it, actually, because as soon as I start recording it's probably all going to go tits up anyway. But for now, we'll go back to the Way of the Tiger. So, I'm pretty sure I want to go in up through the dungeons. I have memories, childhood memories, of going through the dungeons and fighting the Torturer, and then coming up somewhere. I can't remember if it was in the Outer Bailey or Inner Bailey. Derelict Tower. I can try climb up that. Sword of Doom flag, Whirlpool flag, Mantis flag. In that order, actually, because Honoric has the magic sword that cancels out magic. Mance is the death mage who can keep Honoric or Yeoman, the Grandmaster of the Flame, alive. And then finally go for Yeoman himself. Sluice gates to control level of moat. Oh, come on. That's got to be a way in. But small hole in wall for passing food, arms, and so on. Right. Now, I do like the fact that it has an Inner Bailey and Outer Bailey, and it's not just like a square single courtyard keep of the sort you'd see in like American Civil War forts or something. And I like the way that the towers do follow the kind of pattern of Crusader castles, like Caractère Chevalier being the most famous one, for example. A lot of medieval castles, the walls aren't actually that straight. There's like bulging out towers and stuff. And yeah, I like that. Oof. Okay. So I'm going to reread this section because there's a couple of important points to bear in mind. After sketching a map of the castle from memory, you conceal yourself in a hole in the ground, watching the gatehouse and wait for darkness to fall. The moon is white and full, and the night is still. If I want to sneak into a castle full of armed men, with guards and sentries, doing it on the night of the full moon with like no cloud cover is pretty daft. I mean, hey, I'll be able to see what I'm doing, but I'll also be much more visible than any other night. There's not even enough breeze to spread the banners atop the three towers, meaning it's going to be very quiet. Any noise I make will be amplified. Will you choose this night to attempt to scale the derelict tower, raise the grill outside the moat and drop into the tunnel below? Or you may decide to wait and see if the weather conditions change tomorrow night. I'm going to wait. Now, I did say earlier that the cultists will be leaving the keep soon, and waiting may be a mistake. But given the weather conditions, I think I honestly need to wait. And if I can get any health back by waiting, that would be grand. No health back. You spend the next day in lonely vigil, but no one leaves the castle. It is still a 10-day before the moon will turn red at the conjunction of the planets, and you can see preparations begin in the Outer Bailey. Yeoman, Honoric, and Mance the Death Mage will set out for the Pillars of Change on the morrow. Quick recording check. Yep, all good. Your prayers to Kwon for a stormy moonless night are answered, and you decide that this is the night you will complete your mission or die honourably in the attempt. And with only 10 of my 20 endurance left, I may very well die honourably in the attempt. The wind and rain in the darkness will make it possible for you to pass into the castle as if invisible. You prepare yourself in silent meditation and don your ninja costume before staring up into the darkness until your night vision is as acute as an owl's. If you have the skill of climbing and wish to scale the castle wall, I do not. Alternatively, you may try the easy climb in through the derelict tower, whether or not you have the climbing skill. Otherwise, you may raise the grill outside the moat and drop to the tunnel below. Now, these three options were presented in the previous section, but these two were different reference numbers, whereas this is the same. I imagine it may be a lot harder to climb a wall in a storm than when it's not stormy, right? However, I do want to go in through the grill outside the moat. However, I know there's a monster down there and that prisoners are fed to it. So I know it's going to be dangerous. But here I go. You know, I was going to be recording this episode last night, and I finally got to sit down at something like 2 in the morning. And I thought to myself, Raph, you've been up since 6 in the morning without sleep. That's 12 hours gets you to 6 in the evening, another 6 hours gets you to midnight for 18, then 2 more for 2 in the morning is 20. Mate, you're tired if you can't work out that 24 minus 4 is 20. And have to try counting up instead. Go to bed. So I did. Because I didn't want to make any sleepy mistakes. So now it's like, 20 past 6 in the morning. I've been up for about 3 hours now. I was going to record, 2 or 3 hours. I was going to record this earlier, but a mate got in touch and I spent over an hour explaining the Legend of Tristan and Isolde, because he wanted some information for research purposes or something. And fortunately, last year or the year before, I did a big project on it. Oh my god, 249 lines of armor porn. Yeah, when Tristan is about to fight Sir Morholt, the medieval poet, spends 249 lines of the poem describing Sir Tristan's armour. Oh yes. Basically that's like a medieval version of Top Gear. You know, you can just imagine people listening in rapt attention as it's being recited going, oh yeah, he's got a gambeson underneath his mail. Awesome, wow, oh, look, metal plates on his arms and legs. That helmet just sounds amazing. Oh yeah, you know. But no, it is lavish, intense, and lengthy description of his arms and armour. It basically is like Top Gear. Okay. Oh, my side. Ow. Oh, okay. You lift the grill at the moat's edge and lower yourself into the wide, rock-hewn tunnel beneath You lift the grill at the moat's edge and lower yourself into the wide, rock-hewn tunnel beneath... No! Not the tunnel beneath. But the tunnel beneath. I'm putting the wrong emphasis on the word beneath. I'm like into the tunnel beneath which... No. The tunnel beneath. You lift the grill at the moat's edge and lower yourself into the wide rock-hewn tunnel beneath, gambling that your mission will be completed before the guards notice that the grill is out of place. Your feet are deep in slime and squealing sewer rats brush your ankles in the darkness. You feel your way slowly and stop dead as you sense something ahead of you. It has sensed you, and an ear-splitting roar echoes around the cavern which is its home. Will you continue along the tunnel towards it, or, if you have the skill of climbing, leave the tunnel and try to scale the castle wall? Yeah, so about that. No climbing skill. So there have been a number of places in this book where the climbing skill would have come in very useful. And I believe, I'm not entirely sure, I've had to use the skill of picking locks and disarming traps a single time. That being said, I think it is going to be extremely useful in at least one place in the castle up ahead. So I need to be very careful. I seem to remember there was a reason for these three skills being the best ones to pick for this book, and for climbing to be a really useful one to come in at the beginning of book 2, basically, to avoid a really hard time getting out of the castle. I didn't remember it being needed quite so often in book 1, though. Okay, well, I don't have the skill of climbing, so I better press on towards the roaring monster. This is going to be really dangerous, isn't it? As you edge forward, a cavern opens out around you, and you can see the vague outline of what looks like one of the elder gods in the light of a single smoking torch. A great horn protrudes from its head, and it stoops, almost brushing the tip against the 15-foot-high ceiling. Its outline is strangely jagged, and the smell of putrefaction suggests that its thick hide is sloughing off in great dead patches. If it is truly one of the elder gods, you know that it will be immensely strong, even if weakened by its existence in this dank pit of slime. The half-eaten corpse of the unfortunate who was fed to the beast as you arrived to Quench Heart Keep lies before you, its face a mask of horror. If you have the skill of climbing, you may wish to crawl across the ceiling in the darkness away from the torch. Yeah, but the thing's horn reaches the ceiling anyway, as does its head. It can probably just, like, swap me off. And also, I don't have the climbing skill. Otherwise, you step forwards, ready to give battle. Oh, this is going to hurt so much. Also, first time I played this, I wasn't familiar with the whole Call of Cthulhu thing, so... yeah. Also, where's the horn? Where is the horn? The huge monster lumbers towards you, and you can see that it resembles a great hairless ape. It is chained at the ankle with massive iron links so that it can only reach the entrance to the cavern. The great areas of hanging skin reveal enormous black muscles taut with power. We'll use the winged horse kick, the iron fist punch, or the dragon's tail throw. I ain't gonna be throwing this thing. Look at the size of it. I mean, like, seriously. The dragon's tail throw is that one. Right. So it's large. It's kind of top heavy looking. The legs are a bit on the skinny side. But the chains and manacles add weight below. Ooh, this is going to be really painful, isn't it? I think, given my low health, I need to consider blocking every enemy attack, even though it will prolong fights, and it will make it harder for me to land blows and give them more chances to hit me. I just need to keep on doing it. Possibly. So the Iron Fist punch is a fairly straightforward punch. Winged Horse Kick gets a lot of use this book. No Forked Lightning Kick. I will open with the Winged Horse Kick. I'm almost thinking the punch would be a better option here. And I'm doing that because I have a +1 kick modifier. Let's see. All the threes. Yeah. I really wanted to meet her because I can't remember what path leads to her, but she's a nice, fun character. Also, that's face paint. It's not that obvious in the image, but it is supposed to be face paint. She's not an actual Catwoman. The beast tries to grab you in a crushing embrace, but you somersault towards it under its grasping hands and roll to your feet, delivering a Winged Horse Kick as you do so. Oh god, the Elder God. So yeah, when I first played this, I wasn't that familiar with the whole Cthulhu Mythos thing, but 26 endurance! I think I need to keep kicking it. Right, okay. So, first off, 26 is a big number. Just saying. Defense against Winged Horse Kick is 5, so a 6 or more with +1, so 5 or more. Beautifully kicked. And sorry, I've got the light out because the sun's nearly up, so I'm not seeing the keyboard quite as clearly as I could. Hey, 5 points of damage knocks it down to a 21. However, there is significant retaliation. If the beast is still alive, it tries to grab you and impale you on its great horn. Your defense against this is a 7 as you try to leap back beyond its long reach. Okay. Oh, it got me. Okay, that could kill me. I'm gonna have to try and block. And as a reminder, blocking is rolling under the defense. Oh, that's what, equal to or under? I shouldn't have moved it, should I? Wait, what? Ah, equal to or greater, but they need to roll over to... Huh. Because they need to beat my defense to hit me. So the actual defense number is always a miss. Whatever. So that's what I need to remember. Defense is always a miss. Okay, try... Oh, bugger! Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Okay, that's gonna hurt a lot. This could be game over already. Oh! Please! 8 points of damage! Ah! Right. Okay. That is rough. So I'm gonna try for the punch, just in case that gives me a higher defense. Because I need everything I can get right now. Oh! Lower defense on a punch! Ow! Okay. Well, I've got -2 to hit, so I'm going to need an 8 to hit. Oh, ow. As you step forward to punch, the beast lowers its head to charge you, bellowing ferociously. You're meeting the giant immortal head on. This is not going to end well, is it? Five, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a hit. And I should have gone with my gut and used inner force. Oh well. 1d6 damage. 4 points. Takes it down to a 17, but I am definitely losing this one. Not 217. Not 27. No, 17. And now I possibly perish. Right. If this creature from a forgotten past still survives, it tries to disembowel you with a flick of its head as it falls briefly onto all fours. Your defense against this is 6. Oh, this is going to be really hard to block as well. Yep, that is a dead me unless I can block it. I block! I'm alive! Oh, the agony. Okay, well, I'd better go back to kicking now, I think. I'm really tempted to try and throw it now, actually, but no. Nope, no. Wait, if I throw, they don't generally get a counter-attack. Unless I fail the throw. This thing fell over trying to attack, so it could be poorly balanced already. But no, I'll go for the winged horse kick with inner force. So it grabs, it makes a crushing motion, somersault in, up and kick. Mark off a point of inner force, which I will probably regret, but I'll probably die if I don't. Oh, there's still the torturer to go after this, isn't there? Oh. Okay. So 5, a 6 to hit. I did block, so that's an 8 to hit. A 10! Beautiful! 1d6 plus finger slipped plus 2. Bosh! 5! 10! 10, monster! 10! Oh! It's all so close and brutal now. My defense is 7 as it tries to impale me. Oh, the pain. Dark typing as I can barely see the keyboard. That is a 1 less than 7. Alright. I'm going to kick again. I'm going to inner force again. Make Bruce Lee noises and kick this monster. I didn't have to block, so now I only need a 6 to hit instead of an 8. Which means I'm... Oh, you beauty! Right then. Bosh! Off. That's 4 points of inner force. Takes him down to 3 health. He gets to try and gouge me again. Uh-oh. That is over a 7. I need to try and block it. Bugger! Well, I might as well roll it anyway. Not that it matters at this point. Okay. How much insane, brutal overkill? 6 points. Ah! My mission ends here. So close. So close to completion. Ow. Bugger. Alright, well look, I've nearly finished now actually. So I'm going to replay the book up to this point, following a similar path, or the same path. Any repetition I'll leave off screen. I may have more health at this point, I may have less health, and I will pick up attempting to sneak into the castle at the start of the next episode, but because I'm so close to finishing this adventure, I will actually start House of Hell soon, right? I won't wait to finish The Way of the Tiger before starting House of Hell. That is brutal. Okay. Woo. Well, that's a somewhat shorter episode, but I hope you've all enjoyed it anyway. I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio, guys.